Because if not, we're dead by morning.
I can't cross my fingers, but my testicles are.
All right, so you definitely know it's Leas and 100% sure. What else are you going to ask him?
So I take it you're not undercover.
Well, he kind of says that he was attacked. He was actually in Greenhurst the night it was attacked, and that he was sort of fighting, but he he got momentarily, like, I don't know, distracted or whatever, and got jumped by a bunch of cultists, and that immediately recognized him. Leoson's done a lot of a lot of research in the cult of the dragon. Um, and he's a prize target for them because of the knowledge that he possesses. So he kind of wanted to get captured somewhat to find out more information that he could.
Got any tips? Get our asses. I mean, for we can better rescue you.
He says, if the opportunity presents itself, I do have a dagger that they missed. I might be able to get free enough to cut myself loose. But he said, I'm really in hard shape for travel. It's gonna be a burden. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be able to travel the fastest, and so he's worried about slowing you guys down.
Don't worry about it. You see the big bulky guy and the big bulky white human over there? He can carry you.
Kind of chuckle.
He might look like a pussy, but he can carry a bit.
So so Gorgar, from your vantage point, you can kind of see. What other questions do you have for him? Actually, I don't want to give it to you. I wanted you to.
Okay,
What does he
so
know about the encampment?
yeah, I know that's what I was kind of getting
Ah,
at.
don't make me mute you.
No, so that's where I was kind of getting at. So I was trying to think of like how I was gonna. No, seriously, Paul, that's where I was getting at. So I was
Yeah, I
trying to
know.
think
I
of
know.
like type of patrols. What has he noticed about the encampment? Um, like the rounds, how the guards move. Is there any downtime? Like if 4 o'clock in the morning, or is there like one guy watching us, sort of deal?
He says at night the guards tend to, they just they end up, basically what happens at night is they take us down off these stakes, and basically put us into that area, like where the other camps, and usually like we're tied up and stuff like that, and there's only usually one guard, and he's not much, you know what I mean.
Okay.
um he says the patrols and stuff, it is quite a lot quieter at night. They seem to bed down. They do post double guards at they put two guards usually into the towers at night, with lanterns to see who's coming and going, and stuff like that. Now, now, Gabriel, you do see kind of on the mountain, you can see like different spots where there's like hand and foot places, like I, it's not a well defined like ladder up. It's like more like chiseled out of the rock that leads to the, like, on the back side of the wall, where actually where the overview map type is, where that is on the map.
Okay.
Or sorry, this, yeah. So in around like this area here, there's like rock, like a rock climbing, like where you could climb up if you had to.
Just scared to go back to town?
Yeah. Um, but sorry, that was meant for Gorgar, but still, you could probably see it from your vantage point too. Um, and he says, the patrols aren't as thick as night because everybody's sleeping.
This is good to know. And I'm assuming all this is undercover and no one's really paying attention to us.
Um, it's not guarded. They definitely know it's there.
No, no,
Um,
what I mean is no one's listening to our conversation.
oh yes, yes, yes. Nobody can hear you as long as you're careful.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions to him?
So right now we know that nighttime is the best time for escape. If we want to escape, then Gabriel needs to come, knock at the one guard, be quiet about it, unbound us. Uh, Leonos needs to grab onto Leviathan's back. We need to climb up the back area and then haul our ass to safety for a bit. But doing so will inadvertently alert the camp probably within a couple of hours. And they'll be hot on our ass. So he says that the back area where the footholds are, it's not heavily guarded. There's not much to worry about there.
No, no.
So then the next question would be: do you know where they would have taken our stuff to?
He says I have no idea. When I came here, I was basically unconscious, so I don't know where they hold your stuff.
Yeah, because we don't want to run out of here without our stuff. So how is the overall guard? Because we did notice that there's a cave not too far from here. Do you know what
He's
it's like?
the cave. I don't know what's in there. He says, but he says I can see. Oh, sorry. He does kind of. He's got some uh, opinions. What's in there? I can see the hunters, the hunter parties that go out. They bring in large elk and deer and larger animals into that cave, and you can see where there's a pile of bones outside of the cave, where they've once they've had the once the bones have been eaten or whatever, the meat has been eaten, they've discarded some of the leftover bones there, and he basically says that it's a dragon at hatchery
So then that's not where they're
and
keeping the booty. So then where's the loot from the town then?
in that cave as well.
Ah, fuck.
He says it's he says this is from what he can tell. He says this camp is a camp of cult of the dragon. Praise Tiamat is what he's heard. Um, and he says like from what he's heard and overheard from just generally listening between consciousness, the cults have been ranging their attacks far and wide, some on small towns to collect treasures. Greeners was the closest target to the camp, the biggest of all the towns they've attacked, and was the most profitable. And he said you heard him say, like praise Tiamat, Tiamat glory. Um,
So most likely our stuff is in there.
Possible, he says. I'm not 100% sure. If it's in there, it is surely lost forever. He says I wouldn't go in there. That place is heavily guarded, and I honestly don't know how big the dragons are that in there. I don't know if they're like small dragons, baby dragons, or even larger dragons.
Well, shit. That's not what we want to hear. Is there in this encampment that we're at? Is there like a headquarters, a main building for it?
He says just to the east, northeast a little bit, where the two is on the map. He says
That big camp. Shit.
yeah, that's where Linda Grossa and the half dragon, or sorry, Linda Grossa, the half dragon, and the the humanoid that was with them in town. I can't remember her name right off the chant.
So if he stripped us of all of our stuff, he might have taken it with him.
Yeah.
So shit. That means our shit's probably gone. It's better to hightail it here naked with our lives than it is to try and gather our stuff and die.
He says, unfortunately, I think that may be the outcome. He says, to be honest with you, he says, I just don't know where your stuff is. If it does look like they're making an offering to Tiamat, so any treasures, any spoils would probably be going in that cave.
Well, shit. So that means all our gold's gone then too, right?
You are naked as a jaybird.
Not me.
Not yet.
Well, fuck.
You're in a loincloth. So unless you hooped something that you didn't tell the DM about, which I doubt that you did.
I keep my coin sacks inside with my testicles. It's sucked inside.
Nope.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's right up there. It's my third testicle, just so you know.
Well, so you know what I want? I want him to do a stamina check to see how long you can keep all that gold up there for.
Yeah. Alright, so that's enough little bit of information about that. What are you doing, Gabriel?
Fuck.
I am staying as far away, but well, I'm blending in as best as possible.
Okay, so you go down, and you don't have much hard trouble, even with this commotion, of blending in with the cultist, and you can see some people eating and stuff like that. Are you going to sit down and have something with these and talk to them? What are you doing?
Well, where they're eating at, can I get a good look into that cave? Because I have no idea what's in the cave. I couldn't hear that conversation, remember?
Right. You go towards the cave, and you can see it is heavily guarded by like 7 or 8 kobolds, 5 or 6 guards, and a few occultists. So it looks like it's heavily guarded. You can't see what's inside of it.
I can get in there in about 10 minutes, probably.
You're going to try to attack it?
No, I was making a joke.
Okay, I was hoping you were saying that.
I'm gonna go, just as I grab a little bit of the food as I'm eating and, carrying on like we were, I'm gonna see for the best escape route, because I have no idea, because I couldn't hear none of that conversation.
No.
Just trying to figure if I should get the hell out of here, or...
Well, you do see some spots to the north.
Sorry.
Smart. To the north.
I was stuck in an escape route for us.
The same type of deal. Where are you headed on the map? Are you going back to the prison area? Are you going up north? Where are you going?
Me down south of there, actually, where we can't see it yet.
Well, give me a second, because now I'm going to move the map.
You're making sure that there are still people there and not going alone, because that would draw suspicion, I think.
There's not too many people down around that way, but it's not really drawing suspicion. So down here, I'll give you another little pathway up. I would say about here. Can you see where I'm drawing?
Yep.
So in behind these group of tents, there's another little rocky passage.
What are in these tents?
Just people. It's sleeping
quarters.
Okay, good enough. It's sleeping quarters. You can see a couple of the cultists, actual true blood cultists, and you hear them say, praise Tiamat, and some of them you can start to see that they're having maybe a secret handshake. Some cultists extend their right hand with 2 fingers outstretched to represent the 5 heads of Tiamat when they praise her glory. Others curl back 2 fingers to show that Tiamat's strength is hidden. but it looks like all the adepts and the hardcore corpus are are sincere. Like they truly believe Tiamat's going to save them. And you can tell that not everybody's a full-fledged member of the cult. There are many initiatives working towards acceptance, and many others just simply there's simply mercenaries there too, hired to flesh out, the camp strength during raids, to bolster their ranks. Um, and you can tell the kobolds are here for their worship attitude towards dragons. Makes them easy for them to for other high-ranking cultists to manipulate them. Um, but you can tell they're not trusted. Like they're segregated and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, where I saw those handshakes, was I able to visibly see them?
You could see them. Whether or not you could pass it off again would be another thing. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the only way is to try, and I would say it would be probably an intelligence check.
Oh, God. Okay. So, I'm going to just saunter on back, see if I see anything more of the prisoners and that stuff. I think now I've got a good picture of everything. Do I see any more prisoners or any more,
Oh,
like,
don't,
chance
don't,
of our
don't, don't.
weaponry?
Ah, fuck.
Uh
God
oh.
damn it.
Uh oh. What happened?
It's loading. It went goodbye.
Oh, there it goes. Connection to host lost.
I haven't gotten that yet.
I did. Reconnect attempt 1 failed.
It's 3 a.m., a little after 3 a.m. here. How much further do we want to go?
I should
Okay,
probably soon call it.
oh, here it comes.
I should really soon call it.
Because this would be a decent place to leave off for the night. You guys are hanging around, literally, and Gabriel's wandering
Excuse
around.
me?
I can't believe you got
Oh, there
away.
we go. You didn't expect me to get away, did you?
No,
Hopefully I didn't screw things up too much for you, but if I did, oh well. We'll
You're gonna
role play it
suck on
out.
it, DM.
We'll role play it on it. Cause you just can't get me captured because I fit right in. I'm
you're
nuts.
you're drunken dwarf. I mean, you're a dwarf, so there you see dwarfs around there in the hunting parties and stuff like that, and wandering around. And you're just trying to blend in, and really, it's not hard to blend into to the crowd. All right, I see you guys both here. Are you guys both here, or is it just
You know,
I'm
Gorgar?
here.
You don't have to
Minecraft.
really. You don't have to really join up again. Do you want to call it there,
Oh
Gorgar?
yeah.
All right, so let's end it for tonight.
Okay. Okay then, so that is the end of our session 7. I hope everyone enjoyed it and had fun. We will be back actually next week, thanks to schedules. We should be on for the next 2 weeks, 2 weekends following, and putting in episodes. And at some point, I will eventually get these things published to YouTube. At some point. So from us here at Noobs That Can't Crit, we wish you all a good night and thank you for watching. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Now there is an